Hey guys, so you have decided to get into software or IT field, and the first question you are asking to yourself is which programming language is best for a beginner? Now I will quickly brief you about two categories which I have placed people inside. First category is the people who know what they want their programs to do. For example, they want their programs to be an Android app or iOS app or a game or web. Basically, they want to be Android developer, iOS developer, game developer, etc. And the other category is they don't know what their program should do, but they are interested in programming, or they just want to have a taste of programming and to know if programming is right for them or not. Now, let us look at the most common programming languages taught in schools or colleges. So, the most common programming languages taught in schools or colleges are C++ and Java. The main reason C++ and Java are taught, before that, normally in universities, in your first year you learn C first and then you learn C++. The main reason you learn C is because C actually builds a very strong foundation for programming for you. It teaches you about variables, data types, pointers, dynamic memory, and many things. And after you have learned C, you can easily learn C++ because C++ is just an extension for C. It's just implementing the classes, the object-oriented concept in C that makes your C++, and there's C out and C in, except for print. Like you can still use all the C functions, but there's some additional function in C++. So basically, after learning C, C++ is not a very big deal. And after learning C++, you can easily learn any object-oriented programming language like Java, Python, C Sharp. So you might be saying that C++ is the best programming language to learn for a beginner? Well, my opinion is strongly yes, but there's a catch. The catch is that C and C++ are very strict with their syntaxes. For example, if you forgot to put a semicolon after the syntax, you will get an error, or you forgot to include a library, not library, sorry, header file, then you can get an error. And the main problem arises when you are dealing with the dynamic memory. You have to manually manage the memory, for example, like allocating or delocating the memory, because there's no garbage collector in the C++ or C. So managing all those can be bit annoying, and error produced by them can be bit tricky to debug even for an experienced developer. So for a beginner, that can be a lot of, sorry, not lot of, but can produce a lot of frustration, and many of you might not have the enough patience to deal with that. So there's an alternative for that as well. That alternative is called Python. In my personal opinion, Python is the most simplest programming language to learn, and it has the most simplest syntax out of all the programming languages recommended for beginners, due to which it is very simple to implement a solution of a given problem using Python. So that will reduce the frustration which you will face during learning during C, C++ by a lot, and make your learning experience better. And on top of that, when you have learned Python completely, by completely I mean you have learned classes and everything, then Python has a very wide range of use. For example, Python is used in server-side programming, and also most obvious use is data science and machine learning, and it can also be used to develop Android apps, develop games. So that makes Python one of the most versatile programming language out, due to which my personal ranking will go number one to Python due to its versatile nature. And if you have the patience to learn the C and C++, then my strong opinion will be to C++. I personally learned C++ first, then I moved to Java, sorry, not Java, then Python. Uh, because C and C++ builds a very strong foundation for programming, and after learning C, C++, you can learn any programming language very easily. If you have the patience, go for C, C++, and if you're finding these programming language too much difficult or frustrating, then you can just simply switch to Python. There's no harm. You will still learn all the object-oriented program concept using Python. So that was for the category 2 people who are not sure what they want to be for now, if they want to be Android developer, game developer, etc. Now we can move on to the category 1, and I will just quickly go over them case by case. Now in category 1, for example, you want to be an Android developer, you will have two options, Java or Kotlin. My personal opinion will go to Java because you can also use Java to develop PC apps. So in case in future if you want to be a PC app developer, then you can use your knowledge of Java to develop PC apps. And after learning Java, if you want, you can easily learn Kotlin as well. Then for iOS, there's a clear winner, Swift. In my opinion, there's no alternative. So just learn Swift if you want to be an iOS developer. For game development, you again have option of C Sharp and C++. And my personal personal choice will be C++. And the reason I have just explained in the category 2, right? So for web, there's option of JavaScript and as well as PHP. I forgot to add that here, PHP. Many of the web developers might suggest you to learn PHP because when you will learn PHP, you can also learn the object-oriented concepts and everything. Well, my personal opinion will be go for JavaScript because many of the web development frameworks, for example, React, Angular, are built on the JavaScript. So JavaScript will be more versatile. Just my personal opinion. I'm not into web development that much, so just how much I have experienced web development, I can just suggest that. And for data science and machine learning, obviously Python. After that, if you want, you can learn R as well, but make sure to learn Python first. So this is it for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more, and tell me in the comments which programming language you have finally decided to go for. I will be really interested to know that. Until next time, good